Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take very easy variant Sudoku puzzles and we break them down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Reverberations Through the Fog by Megan33, and here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill every row, column, and box with the digits 1 through 9 without repeats. There is one and only one gray palindrome line, which reads the same forward or backwards. So this is part of that one palindrome line, and so is this. So this is the one palindrome line, which must read the same forward and backwards. So for example, if this read something like 3, 4, 5 here, this would also have to be 3, 4, and 5 because it has to read the same this way as it does this way. And that's how palindrome lines work, and we know there's only one. Adjacent digits connected with a V must sum to 5. So for example, if this was a 2, this would have to be 3 because 2 and 3 are the only 3 is the only digit that adds up with 2 to add up to 5. And adjacent digits connected by an X must sum to 10. So let's say that there was an X here. If this was a 3, this would have to be a 7 because this X would symbolize that the adjacent digits must add up to 10. And that's how X's work. We also have a black dot between cells indicates cell values with a 2-to-1 ratio. A white dot between cells indicates cells with consecutive values, and not all dots are given. And these are called crop key dots. So for example, if this was, say, a 2, this would have to be a 1 or a 4 to maintain the 1-to-2 ratio between them. If this is, say, a 6, this would have to be a 5 or a 7 to make sure that these digits are consecutive. And that's how crop key dots work, the black version and the white version. And finally, the grid is partially covered with fog. Correctly placed digits will clear the fog around that cell. No guessing is required, so you should be able to logically deduce everything in this puzzle without guessing. You could guess, but that sort of defeats the purpose of a fog of war puzzle, so I'm not sure why you would want to guess. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. So let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay, so we know this is exactly the same digit as this one, because again, on a palindrome line, it must read exactly the same in one direction as it does the other direction. Therefore, these two digits are the same. So these two are the same. These two are the same here. Actually, let's make this red. And we're going to make these pink. And this we're going to make blue. So these two digits are the same, these two digits are the same, and these two digits are the same. Well, we have certain clues that we have that limit things here, right? These three digits have to be in a 1-to-2 ratio with each other. And since it basically the only possibility of that would be if you have three that see each other, which means three unique digits, you have to have 1, which is, if you multiply by 2, is 2, which is multiplied by 2 is 4. So it could be 1, 2, 4. Or you could have 2 multiplied by 2, which is 4, multiplied by 2, which is 8. So it's either 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8. Therefore, these digits, this one has to be 2 or 4, right? It's either 1, 2, 4 or it's 2, 4, 8. So the middle digit is always 2 or 4. 2 or 4 is only consecutive with 1, 3, or 5. So this has to be 1, 3, or 5. This is the same as that digit, so this must be 1, 3, or 5. But it cannot be 5 anymore, right? Because 5 plus another digit never adds up to 5. This has to be 1 and 3, which makes this 1 and 3. Therefore, this is 2 and 4. 1 and 3 is also only consecutive with 2 or 4. So this is 2 or 4. So we know this is 2, 4, 2, 4. And this has to be 1 or 8. And this is 1 or 8. Well, if this is 2, this would have to be, would have to be 4, which would force this to be 1. So either if this is 2, that would mean this is 2, this would have to be 4, and this would be 1. But then 1 cannot be consecutive with 4, because these both would have to be 2, and then therefore this would have to be 4, and 4 is not consecutive with 1. Therefore, this cannot be 2. This has to be a 4. So this is 4, which makes this 2, which makes this 3. Therefore, this is 3. This is 4, which makes that 2, which makes this a 1. Because 2 is only in a 1 to 2 ratio with 1, not 8. So this is 1, this is 1. So those are all colored. So we've already solved for those. So let's continue. We're going to make this green and green. Let's make this pink and this pink. This, let's make orange and orange. This will make yellow and yellow. This, then, let's make that red. So this is red, then. This has to be blue, and therefore that's blue. And then we have something here. Well, let's not do anything there yet. So similarly, we know what these digits are. This cannot be 3, 7, or 2, 8 to add up to 10. Sorry, 3, 7, or 4, 6 to add up to 10. It can only be 1, 2, 8, or 9, right? So 2, 8, or 1, 9. And this has to be the 1 or 2. So this must be 1 or 2. This cannot be a 1 to 2 ratio then. Sorry, this cannot be 1 and 2 as a 1 to 2 ratio. It cannot be 4 and 8 or 2 and 4 because the 4 is already in the box. So what does it leave this? It has to be 6 and 3. So this must be 6 and 3 because this is 1 or 2 again. This is 6 then. This has to be 3 because of the palindrome line. We can remove this coloring then. This is consecutive with either 5 or 7. And 5 or 7 are consecutive with 4, 6, and 8, but it cannot be 4. It cannot be 6 because it's the same as that digit, and that one sees a 6, so this must be an 8. So this is an 8, which makes that an 8. This can't be, this has to be 7 to be consecutive with both, so this is 7. This can't be 2 because of that 2, so this is a 1, which makes that a 1, which makes that a 9. Okay, so we can remove this coloring. Okay, what are the remaining digits? In this box, it has to be 5, 6, and 8. So this is 5, 6, and 8. This is 5 or 8. Let's see. Let's make this red, and this is red. Okay. What are the remaining digits in column 5? It has to be 2, 5, and 7. This can't be 2, though, so this is 5 or 7, and these have to be 2, 5, or 7. Okay. What about... the remaining digits in row 6. It has to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. So these are 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. This can't be 3. This can't be 3. This pink is the same as this one, so this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 also. But it cannot be 2 or 3 because of the 2 or 3s in the box or in the same row or column. So this is 4, 5, or 8. These two digits add up to 10. It cannot be 1, 9 because 1 cannot be in either of these cells. It could be 2 and 8 here. It could be 3 here and 7 here, and it could be 4 here or 6 here. So this digit is 3, 6, or 8, which makes this digit 3, 6, or 8, but it cannot be 3 or 8 because of the 3 and 8 in the same row. Therefore, this must be a 6, which makes this a 6. And this must be a 4 to add up to 10 with that red. We'll remove the coloring there. This cannot be 4, so this can't be 4 either. This is 5 or 8. This is 5 or 8. Let's see. So let's make this now the red. So we're going to make that red. This will make yellow. So this is yellow. And I guess this will make blue. So this has to be either be 1, 2, 2, 4, or 4, 8 here, right? So it could be 1, 2, 4, or 8. This can't be 1, though. Therefore, this red has to be 1, 2, 4, or 8. But it cannot be 4 because of these 4s. So this has to be, if this is 1, this would be 2. If this is 2, this is 4. If this is 8, this is 4. So this cannot be 8 here, because if this is 8, that would have to be 4, and that's not possible. So this is 2 or 4. Cannot be 2, because of this 2 in the same row, so this must be a 4. So this is 4, this is 4, which means it has to be in a 1 to 2 ratio with a 2 or an 8. So this can't be 1, this can't be 1. These can't be 4 anymore. We have a 2, 3, 5, 8 quadruple in this box, which eliminates 2, 3, 5, and 8 in the rest of the box. So therefore, this must be 1, 6, 7, and 9 as a possibility. And this can't be 6 because of this 6. So this green is 1, 7, 9, but it can't be a 1 because of the 1 in the same box. So this must be 7 or 9 here. This cannot be 4. Where is the 4 in row 6? It has to be here. So this is a 4. And now we're missing a 4. Where is the 4 in this upper left box? Cannot be here, cannot be here, can't be here because of the 4s already in position. This 4, and this 4 can't be here, so it must be here. So this is a 4, which forces this to be a 4 because it's the same palindrome. We can remove that coloring because we know what that is. We can remove this coloring because we know what that is. We're going to make this blue and this blue. So these are the same. These are the same. So this is orange and this is orange. This blue is 2, 3, 5, and 8, but it cannot be 2 or 3. So therefore, it must be 5 or 8. It can't be 8 either, so this will say 5. So this is 5, which makes this a 5. That means this 5 makes this an 8, which means this can't be 5, so this is 8. This can't be 8, so this must be 2, which makes this a 2. And this 2 and 5 and 8 means this can't be 2, 5, or 8, so this makes that a 3, which makes that a 3. This can no longer be 2. Well, where's a 2 in column 5? It has to be here. So this is a 2. We can remove the colorings that we have for the digits that we already got. So these we can remove. This we can remove. These we can remove. And this we can remove. This is 1, 6, 7, 9, but it cannot be 6, so this has to be 1, 7, or 9 here. It cannot be 6 because of the 6 in the box. It can't be 1 because of the 1 in the box. Therefore, this is also 7 and 9. Well, we have a 7, 9, 7, 9 pair in this box, which eliminates 7 and 9 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 7 or 9. These have to be 1 or 6. This is a 2, so therefore this must be a 2, because that's the corresponding digit. These two digits are the same, so we're going to make these both blue, and therefore this is a 5 or a 7, and we're not sure which it is. And the rest is probably going to be done by normal Sudoku. Well, this can't be 8. Oh, this could be 5 or 6, not 8. So this is 5 or 6. I don't know why I said this was 5 or 8. This is 5 or 6. Let's see. We have 8 4s, so we know where the last 4 has to be. It has to be here. So this is a 4. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, no, there's still some puzzles. 4 is consecutive only with 3 and 5. This can't be 5 because of this 5, so this must be 3, which makes this a 5. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate because we know it's pretty much just normal Sudoku now. This can't be 5, so this must be a 7, which makes this a 7, not a 5, because those are the same. The greens have to be both 9s then, and the yellows have to be both 7s. And now we're just probably doing normal Sudoku. Okay. Where are the maybe 2s? Yeah, 2 in this can't be 5 or 8, so this must be a 2. Where is the 2 in column 6? Can't be any of these, can't be any of these, can't be here, can't be here, so this must be a 2. And we have 8 2s now, whereas the last 2 has to be here. So this is a 2. Yep, and this is just normal Sudoku now. This can't be 7, so in row 2, where's a 7? It has to be here. This has to be a 5. This can't be a 7 anymore because of this 7, so this is a 5. 3s. Where is a 3 in column 7? It has to be here. That makes that a 3, which makes that a 1. But we have 8 3s now. The last 3 has to be here. This is a 3. We have 7, 8, 9 remaining here. That's not useful, actually. Actually, it is useful. In this box, where's a 7? Can't be here, so it must be here. So this is 7. That forces this to be 9. This has to be 5 or 6 as the remaining digits in column 4, but it can't be 5, so this must be 6, which makes this a 5. These can't be 5 anymore. We have all the 3s. Do we have all the 4s? We have all the 4s. Do we have all the 5s? We do not. But where is the 5 in row 8? Cannot be here, cannot be here, can't be these two, so it must be here. So this is a 5. The last digit is a 9, so this is a 9. The remaining digits in this space are 1 and 8. It still could be 1 or 8. Therefore, where's the 9? It has to be here. So this is a 9. This is 1 or 8. This is 1 or 8. This is 1 or 8. Well, we have a 1, 6, 8 triplet in row 5, which eliminates 1, 6, and 8 from the rest of the row. So the remaining digits are 5 and 7. Well, this can't be 7 because of this 7, so this must be a 5, which makes this a 7. Remaining digits in column 2 are 6 and 9. Well, this can't be 9, so this must be a 6, which makes this a 9. And the remaining digit here is a 5. We have 1 and 7 remaining in row 1. So this can't be 7, so this is 1, which makes that 7. And that will probably solve the rest of the puzzle for us. This can't be 1, so this is 6, which makes that 1. This 6 means it's an 8, which makes that 6. This 8 makes it that's a 1, which makes that an 8, which makes that 1, which makes that 8. This is the only digit remaining, which is a 9. We have 8 and 9 here, but this can't be 9, so this is 8, which makes that 9. The only digit remaining here is an 8, and this has to be a 6. And that's how you solve it. Yeah, pretty clear logic, I hope. It did allow me to color different palindromes, and in a very step-by-step method, so that I didn't have to worry about too many colors, which is great. And I hope that made sense about how I was tackling this puzzle, right? Palindrome lems can be very powerful, particularly when you have other restrictions around the palindrome parts, like these were specifically. I had a good time, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.